Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy United. This is the new 4-pack. We're going to be focusing this video on the Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas figure. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to have a look at the accessories that come with him and how you can use them again in both modes. We can do some comparisons with the original owner of the mold, and as you can see I've got a few of the Beast Wars figures lined up so we can do some other size comparisons and display ideas as well. So as I start to pop all these out of the way for a second, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, and also once again to thank Hasbro for their incredible generous offer and let me review this figures before they come out. We're going to start off by looking at the packaging, and this is the final figure from this 4-pack. All the others have their own individual videos on, and there's going to be a joint huge review as well with comparisons. But what I want to show you, what most people have commented on straight away, is the fact we do have the plastic window back in. All the figures were in robot mode lined up like that, and the Tarantulas Beast Wars is up at the top right there. Now I believe this is sort of based on the colour that he was supposed to be when he first was seen but never came out. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong. My knowledge on Beast Wars, I will admit it, isn't the greatest. You've probably also noticed that I've already uploaded the transformation tutorial. The reason for that is to keep the main length of this video down and not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want to see it. So here's the alternate mode itself, which, to be honest, when I first got the original, which is this, we'll have a look at in a second, it really did surprise me because it was way better than I thought it was. And again, I thank Kingdom, to be honest, for bringing me and my knowledge into the Beast Wars, because before I didn't really care for them at all, whereas I completely appreciate now how clever these particular figures are. There's loads of articulation in these. You can see you've got ball and sockets literally at the knees of all of these legs, but the only negative thing is they do tend to come out quite easily. I had a proper panic moment where I thought I'd lost one of the legs on the journey home from Comic-Con, but fortunately enough it did appear in one of the boxes when I got back. So yes, all of these move around no problem. You can also turn the claws. Oh, that should stay in there, but you can also turn and adjust the claws as well. And as you can see, the claws have got what I would say is, sort of 5mm. Oh, everything's coming off. 5mm hold handles. So if you wanted to, you could put the weapons in the hands, but that is of course mainly for when he's in robot mode. For when he's in this particular mode, let's get that to click in. This is supposed to sort of store under there, but this is a little bit more awkward. You need to take the actual legs out so that you move the legs completely out of the way. These are all tabbed in via the pegs on the foot, which again you will have seen if you've seen the transformation tutorial. You've got this part there, you've got the cutouts there. This is going to line up, he says, like that, and then it does make this really sort of quite awkward, but I did want to show you it because it is one of the main features, so I am going to have a go at doing it without hopefully taking too long. Nope. There we go, and that I believe is how he is supposed to fully look. So you can see there's a huge difference in the colours between these, and the good thing about these figures as well, considering that they're deluxe, they are really sort of quite big. Granted, it is mainly due to leg span, etc., but yeah, they are nice big looking figures, and yeah, quite very cleverly done. So let's bring in a couple of other beast figures. So this is from Magmatron. Oh, his tail's coming out now as well. So completely different scale, obviously. Funnily enough, I've got Beast Wars Megatron here as well. So you can see the Landosaurus is probably about as big as a leader class figure. What else have we got knocking around? I like to bring in some normal figures as well. So that's, of course, Earthrise Optimus Prime. And then funnily enough, these tend to work, this tends to work quite well at the moment with all these beasts. That's obviously your deluxe Jurassic Park figure, and then I suppose what I always use for industry standard deluxe figures is drag strip, because it is again a very large deluxe figure. To be honest, there's not much more to say about this particular mode. We're going to come right back and he's going to be, in fact, no, let's do some comparisons with these. So again, colour scheme is obviously the major difference, and that's it. It's literally exactly the same mould. I can't see anything else different on it. They've just completely redecorated it. Obviously this hasn't got the parts stored, and that's pretty much it for this particular mode. Let's come right back and have a look at him in his robot mode. Right, we're back then, and as you can see, they're in the robot mode, and this is where I again quickly apologise and correct myself. The head sculpts are obviously very, very different. I never knew that. This is the first time I've seen these figures like this, as I say. So there you go, side by side, everything is the same. I correct myself apart from the head. So let's have a look at the new head sculpt. It is quite nice, to be honest. I'm loving the colour scheme. That purple is reflective metallic looking, which is great. It is fully articulate. It does go all the way around. It looks up and down. The shoulders do go all the way out to the side. Again, you've got to remember that these legs can be a bit restrictive, but you can swivel these around via this grey part here, the silver parts. You can move these around as well as adjusting. I suppose that's borderline the bicep flexion, but it's not really, if you know what I mean. You've got a swivel for the silver part and a swivel for what is the wrist. This will then flex. The fingers, of course, are exactly as they are. You do have a full waist rotation. The hips can kick all the way up and all the way back. They can also go right out to the side on these ball swivel joints. You've got a knee bend and your ankle tilt, rock, toe tap. Everything is fantastic. The only thing that sometimes, again, I'm sure you can imagine, is quite frustrating is just getting these to stay back. Now, there's a few ways that you can maneuver these all around, but to be honest, it's quite creepy looking with your legs coming around. So I tend to, well, what I'm going to do when I eventually get to buy this set, because I like to display everything differently, I'll keep them legs all tucked behind, and I'll keep these ones out a little bit more. Last quick look at this. I'm going to do a much more detailed full comparison video on these two in a separate video, but I just want to keep, as I say, the main length of this one down. So yeah, the very obvious difference is, of course, the heads, which I didn't know about until I transformed him. So you've got two choices with these. Again, these are the 5mm ports. You could put one in each, or you can see what I did with the other one. You can combine the two, which I'm going to show you very quickly. To be fair, I'm going to, yeah, definitely, that's how I'm going to be displaying him. Or you can combine the two exactly. I'm going to bring it in again just because it saves time, like that. They join together via that tab at the back, and that's how they're going to look. All right, so let's bring in a few other figures very quickly then. So that's the Takara Beast Wars versus Waspinator. That's why it's got the different paint job on it. We've got this from the special 2-pack. It's going to fit in just about. What else have we got? This again is from the other buzzworthy pack. That's the Nemesis Primal, which I think looks great. That's a few of the Beast Wars figures. I've still got Megatron in his T-Rex mode, just to give you an idea of how much he's going to tower over. You can't even see him, he's that big. What I'll do very quickly is just bring in some normal figures, just to give you an idea again of his size. When I say normal, I just mean pretty much that. So we've got a G1 Optimus. We've got from the you can't even see that. You can't even see how tall he is. From the Legacy toy line up the animated version. Let's bring in a deluxe Chase. So as you can see, quite a big deluxe that one is. We've got quite a small little Bumblebee, which again is another deluxe figure. Where's my other primes? Here they all are. There is, of course, Earthrise Prime, which again is quite a bit bigger. And here is the new Prime, which again is also a deluxe. Right, to be honest, there's not much more to say about it. It's a great little figure. It's a great set. And as I say, I've intentionally given these their own individual videos for you to have a quick look at. What I'm going to as well tell you, of course, is there is a full 4-pack review and comparison video as well if you wanted to watch that, or you can just watch the individual video reviews of the figures that you wanted to do. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed looking at it. It's a great figure. It's a great set, in all honesty. I want you to let me know in the comments what you think of it. Thanks very much. Take care.